Hi there, this is Chris Decato with another Pro Tools poke around video of some songs that I've been working on over the last year, 2014. This is a song by Guy Capecelatro called How to Begin. It's a tribute to Dave Lamb, who passed away, and it's a very sad song and sad story, but a really amazing song, and had the pleasure to get to work on it with Guy, who's a mad genius and amazing. Just his writing, so good. So this was kind of the basic tracks, just guitar and drums recorded at the Cave, and Guy did a scratch vocal, and then he did. Turn one of these on. We can kind of listen to the. I've been walking, hearing. So he was doing a scratch vocal. I think he spent a couple of days doing a few extra vocals and then sent it up to me. And once I got to sit with it, sorry if I seem distracted and there was just one thing that was kind of getting me, and I wasn't sure what to do about it. And it's coming up here after the chorus. Sorry, but right now nothing's making sense. I keep thinking I'll see you soon, my friend. I hate this goddamn permanence. I heard some story. So coming out of that, coming out of the chorus and returning back to the major, I mean, I knew the guitar's a little out of tune, and I'm like probably going to replace that. And I was like, oh, maybe it's piano. So I was playing around with the piano against it, which was really too sweet and nice. And so I started playing with the Rhodes, and really it was this returning, coming back to the one there, which the song's an A, and it was coming back to that A. And I was just like, I really want that to be like a sad. It should come back and be minor. And so I started playing around, like shifted the whole tune into a minor key, so that it would be. I hate this goddamn permanence. Which was really what I was looking for. And then it was like, oh, I've got to move. I was trying to play around with how can I make it, go back to the major, even if I get that payoff at the end of the chorus. How can I do that? And I can't. So it was all about shifting the whole tune into a minor key. So which sounded more like this, even in the intro. I've been walking, hearing your voice in my ear, as though you're still here. Sorry if so that I was kind of immediately digging on that, and but there was something really cool about Guy, the chords that he was choosing, and so I started playing around with some different bass notes underneath the Rhodes that would kind of fool you into, trick you into thinking it's in a different key. And so the bass starts playing all the fifths through those chords, so it's not just the standard minor. It's kind of a typical chord progression, having it be, F sharp minor to D major. It's, one of those things that's everybody kind of does those. But by throwing those bass notes in, it kind of tricks you into thinking maybe it's not in the key that it's in or something. And the bass doesn't really settle into playing the roots until you get to the chorus.
making sense. I keep thinking I'll see you soon, my friend. I hate this goddamn permanence. I heard some stories of you as a little kid.
So and then it starts playing those fifths again. I don't know that it tricks you. I don't know if that's the right word. It just kind of changes the tonality in a cool way that I was digging on. So another thing that I knew that I wanted once I got into this kind of darker space was a synth, that some kind of synth thing, and I played around with a few different ones and ended up with this hybrid synth that I edited together. I don't even know where I started from, some kind of pulse pad thing, and I ended up coming up with this sound here. Let me see if I can solo this. And what I was really digging about it was it kind of had that pulsing thing, but also has these, like, I don't know what you'd call that, kind of spooky, ghosty bug noises or something. But it was the pulsing was the thing, and since it wasn't played to a click, I had to go through and draw in all these tempos. You see my gazillion little blue triangles. I was kind of going mad, drawing these in, and because it was, Jim Reynolds played a really great drum track. But the two of those guys together, they were kind of, surfing the tempos here and there, and it was pretty challenging to put a track together, to get a tempo map together for it. But it was fun. Got it. I learned a lot, actually, doing it. So the next thing, now that I was kind of in this different mode, the original drum track really wasn't working so well for the verses. So what I did was kind of edit those, just kind of muted all the verse bits out and just threw a ride in. So it'd be way down, And then those transitions into the choruses are great. And what Jim plays in here is kills. Real straight up. The only, other than that, the only real arrangement change that I made was I added a solo section after the second verse, which wasn't there, after the second chorus before the third verse. And I wasn't sure that there was going to be an actual solo in there. It might just be kind of a moment. And, that moment turned into this guitar riffy thing that happens in there. But what's funny about that part, before we listen to that, you got to hear the drums through there, because I had to kind of edit together this, really, what I really wanted was just kind of just kind of hits on the one little bit. So I went and built this whole drum thing out of Jim's track. And if you listen to it by yourself, you can hear a lot of the crazy edits that I did. And I kind of covered all those with the ride cymbal track that I played. So there's a few of those, let me lay this one. It's really pretty bad. You can really hear the edits in there, but with the tune going, with this guitar craziness and that ride cymbal, it just gets covered up. So in this guitar track is really, this guitar solo bit that's here is really just it's a couple takes of this lower There's that one, and there's this one. It's kind of buried in reverb, and then an octave up with a wah-wah pedal kind of opening. Gets brighter, it's the wah-wah pedal thing. So, but that whole piece kind of, trying to get everything on here. Sounds like this. So, yeah, so that pulsing synth still kind of flops out once in a while. If you don't play the tune from the top, I don't know why that is. So it just kind of was jumping around there a little bit. It's just synced to the track. So anyways, I don't know why that does that sometimes. It's kind of annoying. It was really grisly for me trying to get those right because it was all about where that pulsing, how that felt. Other than that, I did my typical with Guy that I've been doing for the last bunch of songs. He'll send me a few different vocals. I pick my favorite one and then double him in the chorus and pan him wide. And then I add my own underneath generally. But we'll listen to that last verse going into the last chorus. And other than that, there's nothing really special, fancy things. I mean, it's my kind of typical, the lexicon reverb, a delay. You know, that's it. Some mastering plugs here that I used. That's the usual stuff. Anyways, so thanks for watching. I hope it's kind of the beginning of RPM season, and I hope everybody gets their iPads and 4-tracks and cell phone recorders out, whatever they're doing, and has a great time writing some great new songs. And thanks for watching.
But how could that be true? Shone a light on the smallest, darkest thing.